right, Harold, we'll go to you first. Do you think we really need a study to believe that woke people are unhappy, anxious, miserable people?
I don't know. I know we've looked at studies. We looked at a study at the beginning of last week or middle of last week about the impact that some of the transgender stuff has on just gender issues, and we were teaching it, or we were talking about if it has on kids. And that study showed that it was having an impact, a negative impact. We're now seeing that from a study like this. I don't know. What I do know and what I hope does not happen is I hope, and I know we all hope, I hope we don't find some way to not want to learn about other people, about other religions, about other races, about history that makes us unsettled because we think that it's going to make us unhappy or anxious. Some things will make you unhappy. Some things will make you disagreeable, but hopefully at the end of the day, like a big family, you learn to come back around the table and laugh and smile and get on with it. But there's no doubt that some of the I don't know if the whole ideology makes people this, but maybe the things that are causing people to want to learn more and try to correct things more may make them feel this way.
All right, Jesse, one of the truisms of woke people, the study found, was that university reading lists should include fewer white or European authors. So are woke people for erasing history?
Sure. I've been reading about John Locke, some of his original manuscripts in my library, and his feelings about child rearing will knock your socks off, Judge Jeanine. These are some of the many things that I do in my library at home, old manuscripts, ancient mantras. This is how I expand my mind. But I'm glad you came to me on this, because it's not people that embrace wokeism and then become anxious and depressed. It's people who are already anxious and depressed. Embrace wokeism. You can see it on their faces. Greg talks about this all the time. You see the purple hair, the piercings, the anger, the lines. These people are already incredibly depressed. Wokeism is just an avenue for them to explore that and express that anger. And in my book, which I know I haven't mentioned, it does come out tomorrow. And apparently I'm not only competing against the Pope, Christine Blasey Ford also has a book out tomorrow. I'm not worried about her so much, but I'm just saying there's competition out there. Get it together. You can pre-order it right now. Many of the people that I speak to, vegan extremists, people who sit in traffic and block others from getting to work because they think the sky is falling and the environment's collapsing. These people are angry, depressed, anxious people who are just projecting their problems on the rest of us.
How do you think, Greg, that we should resolve those people's problems?
Well, this is Jesse is absolutely right. We could say the woke are more likely to be mentally ill, but wokeism is an avenue for people who are mentally unwell because it indulges feelings of hopelessness, it vindicates victimhood, and it offers a low bar to grasp for meaning. Suddenly your irrationality becomes a movement. So this is why Harold said family, because the reason why Democrats have a hard time with the woke is that the mental illness is in their family. So they treat it more sensitively. No, I'm saying this, that it's an outgrowth of the Democrat Liberal Party. So you guys have to treat it more sensitively and personally than the rest of us do. That's interesting in this study. It affects women over men by a factor of 7 to 1. Do you know what else significantly impairs women more than men? Self-harm. So this is an expression of self-harm. When you look at everything that's done and you look at the mugshots and you look at the physicality of what people do to themselves, no question, this is self-harm married to politics. I want to just talk about the race thing because I think splitting groups into oppressor versus oppressed is also causing a lot of harm. If I feel that I'm an oppressor, I'm going to feel miserable. If you feel that you're oppressed, you're going to retreat into victimhood and anger, and that creates unhappiness. So here's a solution, and this is from my experience. I was unemployed for a year when I was 24. I was living at home. I sent out 1,000 resumes. It was brutal, but I ran every day. I went to the gym. I took a writing class. I submitted articles. And I just sent out resumes. And then finally, at the end of a year, I took a job in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I moved from San Francisco to Allentown at a job at Prevention Magazine. So here's your thought exercise. If I were a black female in the same situation, what would you advise? Absolutely the same thing. So whether you're a white guy or a black girl, the same practices would apply whether you think it's a racist society or not. And telling them that practices like that are just part of some kind of white privilege eliminates anybody to learn from a white person. If you see a white successful person, you should want to learn from them. You really should. Same goes for black, Asian, Spanish, you name it. But we're telling them not to.
I would like to invite Greg on my book tour so he can sell my book better than I can. Thank you very much, Greg.
That was well said.
Yes, it
you.
was very well said. Dana, you want to comment on it?
Well, I'll just say I did read Jesse's book this weekend. I think it's excellent. First of all, I highly recommend it. I was interested in the patterns that you see. So each chapter is a different person who is going through something, but they also they have a cause or an issue or a thing that they're doing, whether it be black supremacy or basically open borders, gentle parenting, all of these things. And you're like, wait, there's several patterns that you see throughout here. And he takes, believe it or not, he has a lot of compassion and empathy for the people he interviews.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or
Yes.
not. And it's a very good book that way. I don't know. I think that one of the problems that the Democratic Party has is that people who are woke and liberal are making the rest of us miserable about them. And so that hurts causes and what Harold said, which is we shouldn't not want to be open to people's problems.
Okay.
But they're not your problems are not my problem.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank
You're coming on tour, too.
Thank you.
All right, up next, don't mess with Mike Tyson. We'll tell you what the heavyweight champion is.